Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hot seat. Welcome to the hot seat. My name is Nick Yother. I'm the one asking the questions, and these guys are eating the wings. We have pastors from all over Cherokee County here representing, but also about to take on the hot wing gauntlet together. Guys, are you ready to do this?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's introduce our guest. Our first one is Brian Smith. He's from Waleska UMC. Then we have Dave Benson from Hickory Flat. We have Eric Lee from Liberty Hill, and Jason Zemke from Sixes. Gentlemen, I think much like John Wesley, you are about to have a warm feeling here today. So, how are you guys with hot wings? Y'all do pretty good with it?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
I like a good hot wing.
You've done this before, is that correct?
Yeah, we did one at home. Yeah.
Okay, and I know, Dave,
I've done one here.
the first introduction to Hickory Flat was you doing a hot wings challenge.
I did. I did all right. I kind of like my wings sort of in the middle. You know, I don't like them, just mild, but I like them in the middle. This gets a little dicey.
A little dicey.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Y'all feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm gonna try all 10.
There we go. I
I
like the ambition there.
And I like flavor better than hot, but I'm committed to go to the end.
All right. Well, gentlemen, let's dive into it. The first sauce is called Slack Mama, and it is a 5.5K on the Scoville scale. So go ahead and take a bite. It's the number one on there.
Number one.
That was delicious.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen.
I'm going to try a little.
When you aren't leading churches, writing sermons, planning financial campaigns, sitting in meetings, or changing the world, what hobbies do you have outside of the church, and what role do they play for you?
Here's the
I play tennis. It gives me a chance to get a little bit of exercise and take out any frustrations I may have on the tennis ball.
Sure. Not the finance meeting.
Yeah. First, yeah.
Understood.
I play the better version of that, pickleball.
Oh.
So that's typically what I'm out doing.
Okay, right on.
My
Right.
dad plays pickleball.
Oh, that's right. He beat me the other week.
Yeah. Yeah, I play mandolin in a bluegrass band,
Yeah.
and enjoy traveling with my wife, and
Very
just
cool.
having fun. Yeah.
Very cool.
And I just, exercise, walk, run. I like to work out in the yard, garden, that type of thing. And also trying to learn how to play the guitar. So I've started to pick that up. Yeah.
All right, well, you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right, number two, we have Truff Hotter Sauce, and it's 6,250 on the Scoville scale.
What was this called again?
Truff Hotter Sauce.
I think it's got a little truffle oil in
Yeah.
it. It's got a good flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say the first two have had good flavors. Yeah. Not just hot for
First
being
one better, but this one's not bad.
Well,
I like the first one all along the way.
we know each of you spend a good amount of time preparing and writing your sermons. What is the key to writing a good sermon, and how do you know when you really got one that's going to hit home?
I know when I think I've got one that is going to hit home, and sometimes I'm wrong, and sometimes things that I think are just going to be sort of average end up being something that connects with people. I think the key is planning in advance. For me, if I know in advance where I'm going, what the sermon's going to be, then I can be doing study all along. And also looking for stories and illustrations, and something might happen, weeks from when I'm going to preach a sermon, and I was going, that's going to go there. So I think being prepared and well in advance helps me. Yeah.
Right on.
And I would agree with you. I think, for me, preparation is also important. But I think just for me, I've got to have a good focus. I really need to know where I'm going. If I can be focused in on where it is I'm trying to go with the text, then at least that helps kind of drive the direction where I'm going. Otherwise, I'll just be all over
Yeah.
the place. But like you, I kind of feel the same way. Sometimes I think, man, this is going to be a home run. And I get up there and I'm like, oh, God, that was terrible. And then the ones that I think are the worst, people are like, oh, that was so great, you know? So it's like, all right, I got to go back and figure
Yeah,
out
I
what did
think
do
having a
there.
point makes it more interesting for the listeners.
Yeah,
No?
it does.
Now, do you have a point sometimes that you want to drive home first, or do you have a scripture and then you find the point within the scripture?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah, I mean, I've come at it from either direction
Yeah.
in that way. I also think, for me, the messages that seem to have landed best are the ones that really invite people to engage, participate in some way, not just be told something, but to actually find a place in there for them to grab hold of or invite them to, you know, somehow experience something as a part of the message. Those have been the best ones.
Yeah, and when I've enjoyed the process of like writing the sermon, that's when I know I'm headed in the right direction. That's typically what I can tell, that something's happening, that it's kind of holy here, is when I'm enjoying the process and I can sense that God's kind of speaking through me.
So no Saturday night specials is what I'm hearing.
Oh, that's happened.
Not if you can avoid it. Not if you can avoid it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Preparation, having a point. All right, very cool. All right, let's jump ahead to the next one. And guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really honest with you. This is a little bit of a jump up, and it's a pretty quick jump up. We're going to go all the way to 90,000 with this sauce. It's called the Widow Sauce.
The widow sauce.
Don't you love how these are named? Very intimidating.
Yeah, that's a jump up.
Definitely feeling it. And also say, not a lot of flavor in this one. I mean, there's some flavor, but it's bad.
That's hot. Yeah. It's sitting in the back of the throat.
Yep, trying to break out the old pudding here.
I wasn't going to, but now that you have.
Now that you said
Try it. Woo! What was that again? 90?
90,000.
My ears suddenly opened up.
Oh, yeah.
That was hot.
Yeah, that was a hot one.
That was a hot one.
Now, not that there's any higher calling than a pastor, but if you were not a pastor, what profession do you think you would have gone into?
I got the hiccups.
That happens
can't get rid of
sometimes. That happens sometimes.
What would I have done not doing this?
I would have liked to have been a pilot. I've always thought that.
Oh,
would have been-
cool.
yeah.
Before I was a pastor, I did real estate-related tax consulting.
Okay.
And it was every bit as sexy as it sounds. But I would probably do that.
Okay.
I would be a musician.
Yep. Right on.
Yeah, I mean, like Brian, I wanted to be I was really wanting to be like a helicopter pilot. I thought that would be a kind of a fun profession, whether it be like EMT or something like that. But if I could do anything outside of this, I think it'd just be finding something to do with my hands, trying to figure out how to do some kind of work outside, feeling like you're accomplishing
Yeah.
something good.
All right. Very cool.
Isn't that what it's like on like hard days of ministry? You're like, let me just go lay some
just wanna
tile or something.
accomplish
Like, I'll actually see it get done. Right?
Something easy and concrete. Yep.
That's what I like about mission trips so much, because you get to the end of the day and saying, I painted that wall today. I
Yeah.
did something. Because lots of
Yeah.
times in ministry, you get to the end of the day and go like, I was really busy and I'm really tired, but what did I do?
Yeah.
Sat in a lot of meetings.
Ate some hot wings.
Ate some
some
hot
hot
wings.
Some hot wings.
This is not your average day.
And if it is,
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, job well done.
Ooh, that's hot.
All right, well, we're going to keep it moving here, gentlemen. The 4-hole is called Trinholm Venom, and it comes in at 95,000 on the Scoville scale. So this one's pretty close to what you just experienced. No crazy jumps, so go for it.
Emily said a little more flavor than the last one,
Yeah?
to me.
There was flavor there. I didn't like it, but there was flavor.
Yeah, I didn't say I liked it. It was had
There's a
flavor.
little something, different there. Could be ginger. Tastes a little bit like pine sol cleaner, too.
A little bit like that.
Yeah.
So like pine salt cleaner?
That one didn't punch me quite as hard in the mouth as that last one
Some
did.
sort
And
of
that-
like
that
industrial,
third one.
some sort
Yeah.
of
Third one,
industrial
boy.
detergent
That was a
aftertaste
killer.
on it.
Well, guys, pastors generally are people who are looked up to for their hearts, wisdom, faith, love. Who is someone that you guys look up to and why?
Or have looked up to?
Yeah.
I think for me, it was my mom's mom, my grandmother, Grandma Dom's. She was like that solid rock from a faith perspective for me growing up as a kid. And not just by what she said, but just from the things I observed watching her as a child as well. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I had some youth counselors along the way that were very kind. It wasn't so much what they said, but just the time that they took with me and some of the other students, and just learning life from them that way. So.
I always looked up to my father. He was always quick to laugh, and I know that's become a part of who I am.
Yeah. That's a good joyful thing. You know, like
It
you
is,
feel
yeah.
joyful around people like that.
I was waiting to see what you said, because I was going to say you. And I thought you might be going to say me. I didn't want to make it awkward.
You're right behind my
But-
father.
Right. Yeah,
There would have been a moment there.
actually, yeah. Well, we got some more wings.
That's right. That's true. We have some time.
A recently retired colleague of ours, James Gwynn, is somebody I served with in ministry, and just always looked up to the way he handled himself. You know, Sunday was the same as Monday, it was the same as Friday, and the integrity he always showed and compassion. I just thought, man, if ever I was going to be good at this, I would think it would be if I could be like James. Yeah.
It's very cool when you have a relationship like that. You
Yeah.
know, somebody that could easily guide you and you look to, for
Yeah.
sure. All right, gentlemen.
He also played a lot of pranks on me, but I will leave that out.
I think that's important too. There's some life lessons that can be learned through
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
pranks. Kind of like eating hot with us. Right? A lot of good life lessons here. All right, in the number 5 spot, we have Da Bomb Beyond Insanity, and this one jumps up to a 135,000.
What was it?
Whoa.
This one's Da Bomb.
135?
Yep.
This one,
Anybody else like shooting flames out of their nose?
Yeah, this-
I mean, now I've just got,
this one makes sense.
You're struggling?
there's like heat rolling out my nose and my eyes.
I think we're going to want a close up right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, maybe zoom
I'm
in.
getting that brown bag ready.
Go for it.
That had flavor. Good flavor, I thought. What do you think?
I'm talking really fast.
He is talking really fast.
I thought it had flavor.
Thank you. Now I can hear. My ears were starting to shut down.
Not bad. Wasn't bad.
It was hot. But I felt like number 3. Well, okay, maybe it's hitting me now. I felt like that 3 and 4. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah,
Okay, now it is.
sometimes they do creep.
Now it is. It's
Here it
like,
comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Is it the cry?
Not yet.
Can we get a cry cam?
Was that the first one?
No, play.
It's like church conference reports. You know it's coming, and then all of a sudden it hits.
Hits you right in the
Hits.
This is going to be going up the nose here in a minute. I'm just going to start snorting.
How we doing over there, Brian?
It's hot, yeah.
It's hot.
There you go. Leg it, Dad. Just snort it.
All right, guys. Imagine your wife was sitting here in this room. What would they say your biggest strength is and your biggest weakness?
My wife's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
So I'd be afraid to know what she would actually say.
What do you think it would be?
Right.
We're still feeling it.
I'm still
I'm
feeling
looking
it.
around. I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
hot.
we're still feeling this one.
What was
Trying
my
to prepare
question?
myself.
Strength and
It's
weakness?
down in the back of
Yeah,
the throat
if,
now.
if your wife was here, what would she say your biggest strength and weakness is?
Yeah. That one's just
I
sitting
see,
on my
I
tongue
see
right
y'all are
now.
moving into survival mode here.
Dang.
I could see it.
It like hit later.
Yeah, sometimes they do creep.
I think
Lord
she'd say that
almighty.
my biggest strength is that she thinks I'm really handsome, and my biggest weakness is that I just care too much. Those are not true. My mouth is on fire.
Yes.
Mine's on fire too. I think strength for me, she would probably say caring, but I do care a good bit. And I think the weakness would be I just sometimes don't know when to stop talking. Like I am right now.
Something
I
my wife
can't.
would say about me too. Yes.
I like to have fun. I like to laugh. And I think my wife would say that's a
The strength.
strength.
That's
Yeah.
strength.
What about a weakness?
The bomb insanity wing.
Same
Sometimes
guess.
I can get too focused, sort of, just running, driven.
That laser.
Yeah. And then you miss everything else going on.
Yeah, I am.
That's probably a weakness.
What about you, Dave?
I think my wife would say that she really likes my great organizational and neatness around the house. No, that wouldn't be.
I was about to say, is that the weakness or the strength?
No, that would be. She would probably say I could pick up a little bit more for myself around the house, but
Pick up after yourself?
Yes.
I think she would say that, like Eric, I think she said, that I make her laugh, that we have fun together.
That's good. That's good.
Anybody get the bread yet? Is it helping?
Yeah, the bread would be great.
Does it help?
I haven't tried
I
it.
would try
I haven't tried
anything
it.
at this
My left
point.
nostril is
I may
like
try
on
the
fire.
tablecloth.
Tablecloth.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, you guys ready to move on? It does
To where?
get better or hotter.
What is better?
That you're getting more used to it. Your body's
We're halfway through.
you just finished the halfway spot.
Did we?
You did, yeah.
Hey,
So-
Nick, on the other show,
Yeah.
the host eats the wings.
Yeah.
With the guest.
I don't know what show you're talking about.
Oh.
This is a totally unique concept.
New concept, got it.
Yeah.
You want a bite of this one?
I'll maybe later. Maybe later. I have a job to do. In the 6 spots, we have the Mad Dog or Maddox 357.
Mad Dog?
And it comes in at 357,000 on the Scoville. So this one jumps up about 3 times as hot.
Oh, Lord.
This was Mad Dog or Mad Ducks?
I think it's Maddox.
Mad Maddox?
I don't think you're going to care.
Nope, it's Mad Dog.
I'm stalling.
Mad Dog.
I'm stalling at this point.
All right.
Wow. That one hits you immediately.
Immediately. So the last one creeps, this one hits immediately.
Oh,
Yeah, not good at all.
No good, not a good flavor, huh?
No. Definitely not. Oh, sweet Lord,
I don't know what to reach for. I don't know what to reach for here.
That's just foul.
I think you know it's bad when Brian's just down there coughing.
that is
Yeah,
terrible.
that's just filth.
I didn't even know bodies could do that, laugh and cough at the same time.
I didn't either.
All right, so
My
while
nose is running.
your nose is running, we've got a couple runny noses. Anybody sweating yet? You got sweats? Well, that looks pretty good
All
so
over the
far.
place.
That is terrible.
That one was just bad.
Sweating on the inside.
There you go.
That one was just
There you
bad.
go. All right, so this question is for the nerds out there. If you had to get rid of one of the following movie franchises, which one would you get rid of? Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, wow.
If you had to get rid of one of them, delete them from existence, which one would you pick? And why?
Man, that's a tough
Star
question.
Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Was this a question for this one, we were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Number 6.
Number
I think I'm going to say Marvel.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, so you got the comic,
Yep.
so you still have access to it.
Okay.
And, okay, here's a hot take. I think they've beat it to death. Ooh. Like,
I'm confused.
yeah.
It's gotten a lot. I'll go with the Marvel too. I started to let go of Harry Potter, but it's so connected to my children's childhood. I just couldn't lose that. So, and the other two, can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
If I had to pick one, I guess. I mean, I like Lord of the Rings, but I think I appreciate the other ones better. I enjoy the other ones better. Yeah, I would say Lord of the Rings, not
Carrots.
as
knew?
I enjoyed them, but I don't think I'm as closely connected to that one as I am just the stories
The other
with the
ones.
other ones, yeah.
Sure. So carrots are helping. Is that what I'm hearing?
The carrots. Who knew? I didn't remember carrots from last time.
Carrot development or character
Carrots. They're saying the carrots are helping them
Oh,
over here.
I thought you said character, and then I thought you said carrot development. I have carrot development going on.
You're not drinking the milk?
Yeah, I'm drinking the milk. Oh,
Jason's having a moment
myself.
down here.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank the Lord.
All right, guys.
Is this what Pentecost can feel like?
Maybe. Maybe. All right, next one, which is kind of a good segue almost. The next one we have, and as pastors you might appreciate this, it comes with a Bible, a very little Bible, but there are words on it. This is salvation sauce, and this is 500,000 on the Scoville scale.
500,000.
500,000.
Who considers 500,000 on the Scoville scale salvation? That is not what I would call that.
Turn or burn, baby.
Maybe our Baptist brothers would have a better answer.
Turn and burn, right? Yeah.
Reminding you what you're turning from.
Jesus, take the wing.
this one's kind of clear.
Yeah, the sauce is a little lighter.
Still waiting.
It's got decent flavor.
Yeah?
No, I think.
Okay.
It is thin. It's light, but
Building a
flavor.
little more of toleration.
Not bad, not too bad.
Dave is evaluating life right now.
I think he's trying to figure out, did he really want to do it or not?
I think I'm maybe having like some sort of experience here.
Out of body?
Yeah.
An out-of-body experience going on.
Yeah, how about that Left Behind?
How about it?
All right. Well, many of us have often think about our legacy and what impact we will have. What do you hope people say about you when your ministry is all said and done?
That preacher could handle his hot wings.
There you go. They will surely be able to say that about all of you guys at the end of
Right.
this.
What do we hope they will say?
Yeah.
What do we think they will say?
What do we think they'll say? What were they thinking when
We'll
they sent
take
us
both
that guy?
answers.
What do we hope they think we'll say? Oh my gosh, I'm having trouble forming words now. I would hope that people would remember me as a kind person who sought to be a pastor of all people, wherever they were on the theological. What word am I looking for now? I'm completely
I don't know, perspective?
spectrum. Yeah, theological spectrum or political spectrum. That I was a fair and kind and just person.
Yeah.
I would hope by the time,
He's a baby. He's so young.
I would hope that I have helped to coach some folks and encourage them like I've had a lot of people within our United Methodist denomination coach and encourage me and love me and say like, and remind me that I'm called. I would hope that by the time I finish that I've done what people have done for me.
Kind of that pay it forward.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, for me, I think I hope people would say that I was able to meet them kind of right where they were at, regardless of where they were or where they are on their spiritual journey. But I really hope that folks would step away saying that from a discipling standpoint, that they felt like I really helped them along their discipleship journey.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I think if I help people understand, why we pay apportionments and, the trust clause, then I've
done your job.
I've done my job. I'm kidding.
Kind of.
Kind of. It's conversations we get to have.
That's right. That's right. You're right. They didn't
Those
prepare you for
important
that.
questions of life.
Well, gentlemen, how are we doing? Before we go jump into these last three or so,
The bread
how
helps.
is it? The bread helps.
It's helping.
It does.
It's really helping.
The bread.
My nose still feels like it's on fire, my left nostril in particular.
Your left one in
It's just
particular.
blowing just heat right out of it.
I think the,
We're about to throw
I
up
think
over
the
here.
body has this ability to like shut off different portions of,
Yeah.
So I think that my brain
My
is
brain?
separated from my mouth.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That's how I live my
let's
life.
just
default.
That's how I live my life most
Most
days.
Sundays.
I was gonna say
I've gotten that
Sunday.
feedback about sermons before. Your brain's separated from your
That's
mouth.
probably what my wife would say my biggest weakness is. My brain and my mouth are detached from one another.
It's not bad.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Well, we're going to move on.
No.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Permission
Someone gave me
granted.
an extra, like, really big, whatever this is.
I don't know who sauced
did
these.
this?
Yeah, I don't know who
sauced these
I don't know who sauced them.
How did I end up with this tray?
Well, guys, Michael Jordan has his secret sauce, and yes, that's a Space Jam reference. This is Dave's Insanity Sauce, rightfully named,
Ooh, Dave.
for 675,000 on the Scoville scale.
I had nothing to
75.
do with this.
Going in?
Go
Is
for
this
it.
Dave
675?
Boker? Is this Dave Boker?
No, this is you.
This is me, Dave's Insanity?
You made this. No, I'm just joking. Mine's gone. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you no flavor at all. It was just nothing but pure hot.
Just hot.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Sweet Lord Almighty. Don't try
I'm starting to see
inhale.
some more like focused intensity.
Okay, here it comes.
It's
Don't
like
try to
you're
inhale while
trying to
you're-
will yourself. It
Like,
looks like.
ooh.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know,
gonna
doesn't
shove this
taste that
bread in
good.
the back of my
Yeah,
throat.
it's just bad.
Yeah,
not good at all.
Flavor's not good.
Yeah, there's no flavor.
There's
It's
a
not good.
medicinal taste to it. It was disgusting.
Just the heat.
Just the
Sorry,
heat.
Dave. That was not good.
All right, gentlemen. We all. Oh,
No.
do you have something?
No.
Oh, we all make mistakes, just like you guys saying yes to this Hot Wings challenge. With your mouth on fire, what is the most embarrassing ministry mistake you've made?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I got it. I had been asked by the funeral home to do a graveside for somebody. I didn't know them. They weren't a part of my church. And I get out there and I forgot the person's name for the graveside service. So I just said, "This dear saint," for the whole thing.
My buddy here.
Well done.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good coverage.
Hey, you. I'm going to need a minute.
Now, on every page of anything I have for a funeral or a graveside, the person's name is
Name
in the
goes
top
there?
right corner.
So
Yeah, I
the
did
question
that.
was what, embarrassing?
Yeah, an embarrassing ministry moment or mistake that you made. What would it be?
I think I've had something similar to that with Brian, like praying for somebody and for whatever reason, I just can't remember their name, and then you just use another name, and then you know it wasn't. And as soon as you said it, you're like, why did I just say that?
Yeah.
It's not even that person's name. And then how you try to recover from that. And then I do think, Brian, then you just go to just, kind of that dear saint kind of language. And
Try the catch-all name.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is hot.
I think one of my
Oh,
most embarrassing was not like it wasn't broadly known or experienced by folks, but the first church I served, I was helping with the giving campaign, stewardship campaign for that year, and they had divvied up, and everybody who hadn't already pledged, people had to call them and say, "Hey, are you gonna, pledge to give next year?" And they assigned me, the family, that a month before had paid off the last $250,000 of the church's debt with a check that they wrote to the church. And I called them and said, "Hey, are you gonna pledge to the giving campaign for next year?" And I got to hear how offensive that was for them to have just written a check for $250,000 and then get a call right after that to ask them if they're gonna pledge to the annual giving for the following year. Yeah. That was embarrassing.
That's
Very embarrassing.
embarrassing.
I said pissed in a sermon one time. My mistake. I've had some name-related stuff. I was marrying this. It was a double wedding, the only one I've ever done, and there were identical twins. And so, talking about writing down names to try to remember. I don't want to marry people to the wrong people and stuff. So
You don't.
and two of them, one of the couples was actually came to the church. The other two were twin brother and his fiance. And the only name I got wrong was the actual church member. So that was a lot to handle. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to move on? We're finish lining here.
Now I'm going to share this one with Eric.
I think I'll be okay.
You're doing really well.
What do we
On the surface, it
On the
looks like you're
surface,
doing
that's
well.
right.
All
the
right,
duck.
so we started at 5,000, and now we're about to eclipse 1 million.
Million?
You started your hot sauce journey way back there, but now in the number 9 hole, we have the duck hot sauce, 1.1.
The duck.
Okay.
How is it?
Ready? Go for it, guys.
1 million even?
It's 1.1 million.
1.1 million.
Yes.
I love you asked that like that matters at all.
I'm just trying to clarify.
H-O-T-T hot, not just H-O-T.
It's another stall technique.
Like that extra 100,000, you were going to be like, nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
done.
Can't do that.
Check it out here.
Well, it hasn't kicked in yet, but I will say of all the most recent ones, this one has the most flavor.
Flavor.
It actually has flavor,
Okay.
Agree.
but I'm expecting it to hit in just a second.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Yeah, that one's not terrible.
All right, gentlemen.
Convince yourself.
The question this time is, what do you like best about the connection of the United Methodist Church?
Hot wings challenges.
Hot Wings Challenge.
If you do it right, you got to be a grown-up.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be connected
Yeah.
and be in ministry together and deal with life and what we face in the world and in culture, and if you're going to be able to do that together with other people and truly be connected, you got to be a grown-up. Like you got to take ownership, be mature, be able to relate to people, find common ground, all that kind of stuff. I love that our connection forces us to do it, requires that of us if we're going to do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Thank you.
And I would say collaboration. You're not just out there on your own. I think I appreciated that the most out of the connection was I don't have to try to like fumble my way through things or just try to figure things out on my own, that you got a larger group of individuals that you can tap into and lean on and turn to, whether it be, you know, something new you're trying or just some way to collaborate with another church, you know, because you don't have to kind of keep trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's primarily it for me.
Yeah, and I hear that, particularly on a conference level. I mean, I think the support that we get on the district and conference level for resources and for, you know, continuing education kind of stuff. What I like about the connection is you guys and other forms of that I've had throughout my ministry. But, you know, we've the four of us have formed a great friendship. And I kind of feel like we're in ministry together here in East Cherokee. And, you know, I don't know that four random preachers from different denominations would do that. And I think you know, talking about multi-site churches, we've kind of, within the connectional United Methodist Church, we've kind of got multi-site churches happening here, you know, organically right here in Cherokee County.
Yeah, and one of the things that I like best about our connection is just the collective difference that we make, like in our community right here in Cherokee County, in North Georgia, and when we think about the whole world. I mean, there would be a lot missed in our community and in our world if there weren't United Methodist churches everywhere, serving and loving and feeding people and scholarshiping students to go to places like Reinhardt.
Yep.
And there would be a tremendous loss. And so I love the collective difference that we make in the world.
That's a good point. Love that.
It's very body of Christ, and, you know, and that's what I heard like throughout all of your answers is just like joining everybody looking at the collective gifts, the collective talents, and then making a difference with those things together. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up on what Dave said and just say, yes, we have a fantastic district superintendent.
Yeah.
She's just the best.
Yeah.
That's where you were going with that, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bishop.
Yeah, and Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, great Bishop.
Going for some brownie points, I see.
It was subtle. It was
Very subtle, very
Yeah,
subtle.
I see that, but I do think, I mean that in sincerity. I do feel supported
Yes.
and heard.
Yep.
And those important things. And that's a good, you know, that helps you get through difficult days.
Can we also admit that even connected, we make questionable choices?
Yeah. For sure.
But
you're almost done with it.
Yeah, baby.
One more.
You are here at the top, at the finish line, ready to cross it together,
Climb the mountain.
brothers in arms, linking, ready to go. But only thing, one more stands in the way, and that's nothing beyond Z, and that stands at 3 million on the Scoville scale,
What was the last one?
1.1
So we're going three up.
Get that
three
extra
times.
one.
1.1.
times 3.
This is
But
just
this is
three.
done. You're done after this.
Are we eating the whole wing or just a nibble?
So there's another show that's nothing like ours.
Okay.
No.
And on that show,
Yeah.
on the last wing,
Yeah.
they do a last dab and put a little extra.
You want to pass around the jar?
Just saying, are we going in or are we going in?
We're going in.
All right.
Pass it
Yeah,
around.
let's do a dab.
All right. I will let you dab your own here, gentlemen.
Dabbing.
Can I
Self-dabbing.
dab Eric's because this is his idea?
Seriously,
Self-dabbing.
a dab? How much is a dab?
I think
Come on.
I think each
Come
man measures
Oh,
his own
sweet
dab.
Lord Almighty, I just got 2 dabs.
Sir.
Thank you, Snack Pack.
Figure we should get the full experience because we are not doing this again.
Dave, you got a little extra? Or a lot extra?
Just a dab.
How many snack packs have you had? 2?
I've had 2, maybe
Okay.
I've had 3. I've had 3 snap packs.
You've had 3 snack
It's,
packs?
yeah, I've had 3 snap packs. But
Like me in
the best
kindergarten.
thing is like
I know,
using
the lid's
this,
really
and just
good.
kind of wiping it on your tongue.
Tasty.
All right.
All right,
we
gentlemen.
ready?
Now that you're all there,
All right,
y'all
cheers,
it up
cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Cheers.
All right.
Salute.
together
Lord Almighty.
in suffrage and bonding. Our connectionalism at work right here.
That's a lot of sauce. Yeah. That's going to leave a mark.
And while you're processing this, while you're processing this, one last question: what gives you hope for the future of the United Methodist Church? I know y'all are working through. You're in the middle of it. Gives you time to think.
All right, this is a nerdy answer,
Okay.
but in all seriousness, our theology and our polity, like how we organize the church,
Yeah.
gives me hope because they're meant to be malleable, to be flexible, to be able to change and adapt. And I think if we truly lean into that, then we've got hope for a future no matter what we encounter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think our theology about grace, what we have to say about grace, is what the world is really desperate for now. There's a lot of judgment around, and I think people are looking for spiritual community, and I think we have built within us opportunities for that. Golly, that was hot.
It's so hot.
Yeah, my nose stopped doing whatever it was doing because I think it's just
Dry.
Yeah.
It's empty. Nothing
hanging
left.
left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say the grace for me too. I think is a big one. Just that Wesleyan look and view of grace. But I think for me, again that biggest hope. I got to go back to just for me, it's just kind of that mission of the practical nature of making disciples of Jesus Christ. I think that's the biggest hope that I have. That this denomination has that at the forefront of everything we do, right? It's not just entertaining the found, as I heard at Exponential. It's going out and seeking the lost. So that what we do matters on Sunday mornings and beyond, and just that hope of this joint mission of making disciples of Jesus Christ is what we need to be doing, where we need to be.
One of the ways that I help serve our annual conference is I work with some of the folks who have experienced a call to ministry and who are working through the process of becoming like an ordained clergy person, an ordained pastor in the Methodist Church. And what gives me hope for the future of the United Methodist Church are that we have so many people coming through the system who are talented and passionate and intelligent and called and faithful, and they're going to be excellent pastors, and then some of them already are excellent pastors. And I just have so much hope because God is still calling people like us, and God is calling people who are going to be excellent leaders for generations to come. That gives me so much hope.
Yeah, I echo that. The younger pastors, particularly those that were like being ordained last year that I got to know, went out to dinner with a bunch of them before ordination service, and just their whole attitude about ministry is so refreshing to me. I mean, they're with all the confusion that let's just be honest, we've been going through lately. I mean, it is a true call for them. They truly are called to the ministry, but also to this denomination, and see the hope and future in them. And I have a great hope for, and looking forward to watching them through these years. As I get towards the end, sort of the end of my ministry, the young folks like Brian and others are really give me hope.
You've got a lot of more years, Dave.
I've got 7, 8, 9,
10.
10. No, not 10. But yeah, at some point they're going to make me retire. You know?
Well, gentlemen, you did it. Y'all finished. How are you feeling? What's the vibe? Are you regretting everything? Are you proud of yourself? How do we feel?
Numb.
You mentioned that other sauce.
Not regretting.
There is another
Not regretting
sauce.
until that one.
There is another sauce. I think that will be an off-camera shoot.
Okay.
But we do have, it comes in a vial. It's literally called Pure Evil. This one jumps up to 13 million, but we're not going to put you through that unless you voluntarily want to go through that. We'll put you through the rest of them. That's on you later. But gentlemen, I'm just happy that you guys made it. I had no doubts. I saw the intensity around the tables. It was fun watching the strategies start to come out. But all I have left to do is salute you guys and give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.